So Black Panther is the first Marvel film to feature predominantly African-American cast. Stars Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, among many others. It's one of their most ambitious superhero films to date, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
And it came out a couple of months before Avengers Infinity War to sort of feed into the sort of Phase 3 Marvel Cinematic Universe. What did you think? First impressions?
Well, I've only really recently seen the film, and it's been a long time since it's been out. It wasn't one that struck me as, I really want to see that. I don't think it was, I don't think it was like in your face Marvel.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
I feel like it maybe suffered at the time, the same way that the Captain Marvel might suffer this year, where it's being released so close to the Avengers that some people will just watch it. And I think it got a lot of audiences watching a Marvel film that wouldn't normally watch a Marvel film. But I also think a lot of people might just have a bit of like superhero fatigue, and they'll be thinking, well, I'll just go see Avengers.
This is the thing, and I think that's potentially why I didn't see Black Panther when it came out.
Yeah.
As well, because obviously Black Panther is in the Avengers film.
Yep.
And after watching that, I didn't instantly feel like, I really need to watch that. It made sense without seeing it.
Saying that, though, I feel like it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Now we've seen the film, they actually, like Marvel are experts at this, just tying the whole universe into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does, it makes a lot more sense, when you watch Black Panther, if you hadn't seen it and then, you've seen Avengers before, you're like, oh, okay, that's what that's all about.
Yeah.
But it was a long film. That's the only... I know most of Marvel films are long, but I feel like the kind of standalone ones like that don't need to be as long.
The average Marvel film is getting longer, but I just wonder if that's because the last few films that have come out are very much either origin stories, i.e. Black Panther or Spider-Man Homecoming, or they're like Avengers Infinity War, which is very much tying up the last 10 years of films, and it kind of has to be long.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I don't mind sitting there for nearly 3 hours watching an Avengers film.
Yeah.
I expect that, and I'm fine with that. But I kind of feel a little bit cheated when it is like an origin story like Black Panther or like Spider-Man, and I'm sitting there for nearly 3 hours. I'm like, it doesn't need to be this long, and I don't know why I feel like that, but I do. I feel like those ones should be shorter. They don't need to be as long.
I think the problem with origin stories is it inherently kind of has to be long enough to adequately introduce a character.
Yeah.
But because it's an origin story, nothing much really happens.
No, this is the thing, and I think that was the downfall of Black Panther. It was good. It's a little boring, little bit.
Yeah, you're probably the only person that would say Black Panther is boring. There was a lot of action in there.
It wasn't like Marvel action, though.
But do you know what? I thought the fight between him and Michael B. Jordan was really well done.
Which one is Michael B. Jordan? Is he the younger one?
Yeah.
He was very good. Is he the one in Fantastic Four?
Yes.
Yeah, he was brilliant. I really liked him in Black Panther.
Yeah. And do you know what? In Wakanda, they've created the most stunning Marvel backdrop, I think. It looks incredible.
Yeah, I mean, visually, it's an amazing film. I think Marvel get that spot on anyway, but Black Panther especially so.
Yeah.
It is, some of the scenes is stunning, isn't it?
I want to go there on holiday. It looks amazing.
So do I. Should we just go to Wakanda? Is it a real place?
No, it's not.
Didn't think so. No.
But I think
it's lovely.
As a story though, we're talking about it in the context of Marvel, as we probably should, and that's what they want, really. But as a standalone film, did you would you go back and watch it? Does it hold up?
No, but there's not a lot of Marvel standalone films that I would go back and rewatch.
I feel like it's very intertextual now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like it and you enjoy it because you understand everything that's come before it.
Yeah. This is the thing. There are a few that I would always go back and watch, like a lot of the earlier ones. But yeah, Black Panther's not another one that I would think, oh yeah, I fancy watching that again. Yeah,
see, I did enjoy it, and I probably would watch it in isolation. I thought it was a pretty well-made film. It's not my favourite Marvel film though.
No, it's not even in my top 5.
No.
But it was, I mean, visually it was stunning. The acting was very good. The storyline was good. There was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I think there's so much competition when it comes to Marvel films.
There is. I did really enjoy it though. And I thought I think it kind of showed their maturity in making films now. As far as the superhero genre goes, it's become more than just a lot of fight scenes and a lot of visual effects.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it now, isn't there, when you compare it with their very, very early stuff.
Yeah.
And Black Panther, it was, I'm in no way saying it was a bad film. It was a very good film.
Yeah.
It just wasn't one of their best.
What about, like, just for this phase of Marvel cinema, 10 years until we had a film that starred a black superhero?
I know. And I think it's pretty shoddy on their part because they all come from comics and there are black comic book characters.
There are.
So they have no excuse.
Is it, and I'm sort of playing devil's advocate a little bit here, but is it an element of Marvel, had they gone in early on with this film, would it have bombed at the box office, or did they need to do everything that's come before it to kind of establish that universe and get people just willing to embrace a superhero which is certainly not part of the canon?
No, I think Marvel's universe was strong enough to have released Black Panther earlier. I just think it was overlooked, and I think that's such a shame of cinema, you know. And I think it's even worse the fact that they specifically released it when they did, because they knew people would go and see it, because it's a big thing at the minute, isn't it? Yeah. Black films and that representation and doing it correctly.
It came at the right time, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's appalling. Why does it need to do that? Why couldn't they have taken that step 5-6 years ago?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I think there's definitely a movement now towards better representation and fairer representation in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
And that's feeding cinema like, Moonlight, Black Panther, If Beale Street Could Talk, all of these films that deal with very similar issues in very different ways. And I think Marvel what I really appreciate about Marvel is they're now recognising what a massive platform they've got to influence the cultural landscape, and they're using that to introduce themes that are generally reserved for the kind of more low-key Oscar fodder films.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And for that reason alone, I have a lot of respect for Black Panther.
Yeah, fair enough.
So let's do a quick buy, borrow bin. What would you do?
I want to say borrow, because I didn't enjoy it that much, but I probably would buy it just because I'd like to have all the Marvel films.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the same. I'm very much a borrow, but I'd like to buy the whole thing. Yeah.